Hello and welcome back to Will's World Reviews and More. Today I'm going to be doing my WWE Battleground 2015 pay-per-view predictions. Not a lot to say really about this pay-per-view. It's been one that has been a long build-up since the last one, obviously, but hasn't really generated that much kind of interest from a lot of hardcore wrestling fans and obviously the casual wrestling fans as well. But all the same, it's something I'm looking forward to. At the moment, obviously, um, for me, at the moment, there's quite a lot going off in my life. So if my kind of reviews are a bit late or a bit kind of staggered, that's probably the reasons. But let's get into predictions. So yeah, apparently on the pre-show we're going to have R-Truth versus King Barrett. Considering what's happening with the IC title, I'm not sure whether they'll promote this to the main card. We'll have to wait and see. But for this match, on face value, I think Barrett's got to win here to retain his crown. I think crown's on the line. Barrett has become basically a WWE jobber, and that's not right. So for me, it has to be Barrett. But you never know with WWE, they might go with R-Truth and for some reason continue this feud, which is pointless basically. So Barrett deserves better. We'll move on to the IC title things, as I mentioned it. Obviously, we were supposed to have Ryback, the Big Show, v The Miz. Ryback is injured, so he won't be able to defend his title. I think they'll just end up pulling this match. They won't try and do a number one contender between Miz and Big Show. I think they'll pull it, replace it with something else. That's why I said they might promote Barrett and Truth, but they may also replace it with a Divas match. Obviously, we had all the reaction from the NXT Divas getting onto the main roster on Raw, so you never know, they may do it with that. I think they'll just keep the belt on Ryback unless it looks like he's going to be injured for a long time. I think they'll keep it on him and they'll revisit this feud possibly at SummerSlam, which I think it would have gone to anyway, because I think obviously they had lots of legs in that. Next you've got Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. A lot of people not really a fan of this feud, but I'm always interested to see these two guys wrestle, so I haven't got a problem with them fighting. Yes, it's a bit weird that they're fighting each other, and the storyline maybe is not as quite as concrete as we'd have liked, but I'm interested to see what happens. Two great wrestlers, so not too bothered, but I think either one of them could do with the win. But I think obviously they're still aiming for Reigns to be the top guy, so I think he's going to pick the win, and Wyatt again is going to be basically underused and misused, and not quite the same level as of jobber as Wade Barrett, but he's getting there. Primetime players v New Day. I think New Day regain the championships. Depending what they want to do in SummerSlam with the tags, maybe they'll hold that off for them to regain the title, but I think New Day will win this. I think Primetime players have had their kind of little run with the belt, which they probably are overdue with, and I think they'll give it back to the New Day because they've kind of they're probably the best team they've got at the moment in WWE. So I'm going Primetime players. Randy Orton versus Sheamus. This is a feud for me that really hasn't picked up. I think Randy Orton's been too absent. Sheamus has been feuding with here, there, and everybody who's a face basically. So it's been a bit kind of skewed. I think Orton will get the win. I really do. Or Sheamus will win by DQ, and he'll probably tempt maybe cashing in or something. I don't know. So, but Orton's going for that there. John Cena v Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. Obviously, with Kevin Owens now losing the NXT belt, people thought he's a guaranteed win to win the title, and it could be this way, and then maybe Cena wins it at SummerSlam. But I think here we're setting up for interference from Cesaro, maybe Rusev, but mainly Cesaro. So I think Cena will retain this, possibly by DQ. Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. Now we've got a lot of rumours, obviously, that Undertaker might be returning. It's now been kind of pushed maybe to SummerSlam. Him and Sting will both appear. But for Seth Rollins v Brock Lesnar, if it's a straight up fight, obviously you've got to go with Brock. But I think Rollins will worm his way out of this somehow. There's even possible move to a Shield reunion, which would be nice, but I think it's still too soon. So here for me, Rollins is retaining, and it's going to set up a big clash at SummerSlam. I think that was the original plan, and Brock came back obviously to add more ratings to things, but I think they're still going to want it to be at SummerSlam. So here for me, Seth Rollins retains. And that's about it. Like I say, it's not been the best card. Why is Dean Ambrose not on the card? I'm not sure why. I think they really should have put him on there. Maybe that's got something to do with the main event. Maybe he'll interfere. Maybe they will have a Shield reunion. Who knows? I think he'll probably be at the pay-per-view in some capacity. We'll see what. And obviously you've got the Undertaker maybe making an appearance and the rest of it. So it's still interesting. I'm still looking forward to it. At the moment, that's what I'm looking forward to, and yeah, I can't complain. I'm just excited to see where they go after here. I think this is just a bit of a bridge really between the last two, between the next pay-per-view and the one before. So I think it will be interesting to see where they go from here. So that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Keep liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll be back probably at some point next week. I say I'm a bit busy at the moment with things, so I'm not quite sure when my review of the pay-per-view will be up, but it will be up at some point. Anyway, thanks a lot. See you later.